Hi everyone, welcome back to another Animation Addons tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the spill text, GSEP spill text word animations in your WordPress website using Animation Addons. So let's get started. First of all, you need to go to the WordPress dashboard and click on the Animation Addons. And just you need to make sure that you have enabled the text animation extensions, and then go to the page and select the page where you actually want to implement the word animations. For example, so I'm gonna implement the animations in this page. So I'm gonna click on the edit with the Elementor, and it may take just a couple of seconds to load the entire page. Okay, now you can see that the page is loaded, and then what I'm going to show you that how we can actually implement the word animations in this paragraph. So if I select this paragraph, you can see that there is a text animations, and I'm gonna click on this, and just you can just select the word, and then if you want to see the animations in the editor mode, then just enable the editor mode and you can see the animations. So this is how actually you can simply use the word animations in your WordPress website. But I have already described this in the previous video. I mean the character, how to use the character animations in that video. But I'm gonna give you a very quick overview of each of these elements. The first thing is the trigger. So trigger means that when this animation will be played, I will tell you the details of on page load, and I'll tell you that later. And the text wrapper is that when actually which is the wrapper of this text. So this is defaults means this is the text wrapper. So I think that you don't need to change this. This is an we use this in a very different way, but we will show you in other video. But the delay, so delay is the amount of time in seconds you wait before the animation starts. So if you set it's like for 2, for examples, the animation will begin in 2 seconds later instead of starting the right way. So for example, I keep here 2, and if I click on the play, and you can see that the animation is began 2 seconds later instead of starting the right way. So if I select here the 1 second, so the animation will start just after 1 seconds. And then let's come back to the durations. So duration is the total time in seconds an animation takes to complete from start to finish. For example, if you set the durations 1, the animation will finish its movement in 1 seconds. So if I keep the duration as a 4, and if I click on the play, you can see that the animation actually going to finish its movement in the 4 seconds. And then we have a stager value. So stager controls how each element start one after another instead of all at once. So if you set the stager 0.02, each item begins its animation 0.02 seconds after the previous ones. So what does this means actually? As we are now creating the word animations, so if we set the 0.02, each word begins its animation 0.2 seconds after the previous one. So we can say that the stager creates a smooth sequence effect. So let me show you that how this works. For example, so I'm gonna make it instead of 0.02 seconds, I'm gonna just keep it 0.2 seconds. And if I click on the play, you can see that the each word is taking 0.2 seconds to start the animations than the previous word. If I increase the value is 0.9, and if I click on the play, you can see that each word begins its animations 0.9 seconds after the previous one. So actually this is how the stager work. So, okay, I hope you understand what is a stager, and I'm gonna keep it as a 0.02, and I'm gonna tell you that the transform X. So, transform X is used to move an element horizontally. It shifts the element along the x-axis, means the left or right on the screen. A positive value moves the elements to the right and the negative value moves it to the left. For example, if you set the transform to 100, let me paste it 100, and you can see that the elements move from the 100 pixel right. As we were using the word animation, so each word move 100 pixels from the right. You can see that each word is moving from the 100 pixel right. And if I set it to the negative 100, and now you can see that each word move from the 100 pixel left. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of the transform X. Now let's come to the transform Y. It's the same thing. Transform Y is used to move an element vertically. It shifts the elements along the Y axis. The transform X actually move the element horizontally, it means the X axis, but the transform Y actually move the element in the vertically. It shifts the elements along the Y axis, meaning up or down on the screen. A positive value moves the element downward and the negative value moves the element upward. For example, I'm going to remove this value from the transform X and I'm going to add the 100 in the transform Y value. And now if I click on the play, now you can see the changes. So the each word moves 100 pixel down. You can see the again. Each word is moving 100 pixel down, and the difference between each word is now 0.2 seconds, but I'm going to increase it to 0.05 seconds. And if I click on the play, now you can see the changes. You can increase the value of the stager as well. But now if I keep this minus as a negative value, so let's play, and you can see that the each elements moves 100 pixels from the up. So each word actually moving 100 pixels of the up. So if you want to enable these animations on the editor, you can just turn this on. But if you want to disable the animations on the editor mode, then you can just turn this off. But the best practice is when the animation is done, when you created your desired animations, and then you can turn this off. Okay, now I hope you understand the delay, duration, stager, transform X, transform Y. Oh, by the way, we can do one more thing. We can use the transform X and the transform Y at the same time. Let me click on the play now. You can see this is a very nice animations. So yeah, I hope you understand what does this means. Now let's come here, the trigger. So what is the trigger on scroll? So on scroll means the animation starts when the user scroll to the element. It doesn't begin immediately. It only trigger once the elements come to the viewport. Okay, let me publish this page and let me show you on the front page. Okay, the animation is coming here because this is in hero sections. So let me tell you the on page load first. So on page load means the animation starts automatically as soon as the web page finishes its loading. You don't have to scroll or click anything. So as this is an hero sections and you can see this content without scrolling a page, in that case actually you need to use the on page load trigger. So if I now click on the publish and if I reload this page, you can see that this is an hero sections and this sections is visible on the viewport without reloading. Without scrolling the page. In that case, actually we can use this on page load trigger. Now let's see how to use the on scroll trigger. Now we can see that, let me select this word animations. I'm going to select the animations for this paragraph so that we can see the on scroll trigger. And now I'm going to increase the value to the 50 pixels and I'm going to increase the stager to 0.3 pixels. And okay, let's see. Okay, it looks great. Now let's click on the publish, and now reload the page again. Now scroll down. You can see that the paragraph is here, but it's not animating right now. It will start your animation when it's come to the viewport. You can see this is the on scroll animations. Now let's select the play with scroll. So play with scroll means the animation is directly connected to your scrolling. As you scroll, you can see, as you scroll down, the animation moves forward. If you scroll up, the animation moves backward. You can see this. This is completely related to the scroll. If I don't scroll, the animation is not playing or not doing its movement. So basically, the scroll position controls the animation progress, like scrubbing a timeline with your mouse wheel. So okay, let me show you this in the real mode as well. So I'm gonna reload this page again, and then I'm gonna scroll down. You can see that the text is coming. Each line is with the scrolling. This is very nice feature. So for lots of people love this. And now we have another thing is called the on hover. So what does this means? So on hover means the animation starts when the user moves the mouse pointer over the element. So for example, let's insert a button, and let's keep it here. And okay, I'm not gonna do anything, just I'm gonna give it as a class name, for example, and this class is click now button, and I'm gonna copy the class name and just select this text animations and on hover and select the my class. And now if I click on play hover, you can see that the animation is playing. Again hover, you can see that animation is playing. So if you want to check that on the view on the main website, you can check that as well. You can see that the content is here, but it's not playing. When I hovering this, only that time the animation is playing. Hover, animation is playing. Hover, animation is playing. So this is really cool, right? Now the last trigger is the on click. So on click means the animation starts when the user click on the element. The effect triggers only after the click action. So the same thing, if I click on the play now and if I hovering, but it's not playing, but when I click it, you can see this is the playing. So I hope you understand this is how actually you can use the word animations using the animation add-ons. And I hope you love this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon in the next video.